is equal to 0. Now, if mu s is equal to 0, then this speed limit is called as VO, optimum speed VO. Zero plus tan theta by 1 minus 0 into tan theta. So here we are getting RG tan theta. 0 into something, 0 here. So we get optimum speed equation, RG tan theta. Now you may ask, what is the importance of this optimum speed? See, you got this expression taking mu s is equal to 0. It means you are not depending upon static friction. So then driving at this speed on a banked road will cause little wear and tear of tires. Now, next point. Here, on a banked road, suppose a vehicle is parked. Suppose a vehicle is there like this. A vehicle is there. So this is the angle theta. Now see here, this is the speed limit you got to travel on banked road. But afterwards what you did, you don't want to depend you don't want to depend upon the static friction. So in place of mu s you substituted 0 value and you got expression for optimum speed. So here you decreased your traveling speed. You decreased your speed because sometimes because of wet road or sand sprinkled on road, see the static friction becomes 0. The static friction may become 0. Therefore, you only made it 0 and whatever formula you got based on this, whatever value you get here, the optimum speed, so you have decided not to exceed this value. So you have decreased your speed limit from this value to this value. Now students, here an interesting feature is there. So now suppose what happens if you want to travel. See here, by decreasing the speed from V maximum to VO, there is one benefit is there. Your tires do not undergo wear and tear. You can save your tires. And you can save from skidding also. Okay, this is okay up to here. But here, if you want to further reduce your traveling speed, suppose you are traveling with speed less than optimum speed also, then what happens on the banked road? See, then this is not suggested. Why this is not suggested means, if you move with velocity less than optimum speed, your vehicle is on tires, 4 wheels. If it is a 4 wheels, 4 rubber tires will be there and between tires. See, if velocity is less than v0, see, your vehicle may slide down. Your vehicle may slide down along the inclined plane. Then frictional force works upward. So this may happen. That's why whenever you are parking your car, you take care that here, actually previously we obtained an equation when the object on inclined plane is ready to slide down, we got an expression tan theta is equal to mu s. Tan theta is equal to mu s. This is in this equation is derived for the case when the object is ready to slide down. But now what we are speaking about, your car parked on Bankwood Road should not slide down. If you don't want the vehicle to slide down, what care you must take? You must see this equation can also be written like this also, mu s is equal to tan theta, and here see here once you are parked, see here the to avoid sliding down, what care must be taken? Mu s must be greater or equal to tan theta. Or tan theta must be less or equal to mu s. This care should be taken. We can understand the fourth interesting feature by looking at these figures. See here, already in a solved example we obtained an equation tan theta maximum is equal to mu s. See, when theta is less than theta maximum, the body will be at rest, and when the angle of inclination is equal to theta maximum, then the block is ready to move. So here we got tan theta maximum. So theta is equal to theta maximum, therefore here you can write theta maximum also. So tan theta maximum is equal to mu s. This equation we have derived. So when theta is less than theta maximum, then automatically tan theta will be less than mu s, and in this case our this object will be at rest. So in both cases, here it is at rest and here it is also not sliding down, just ready to slide down but not sliding down. So in both cases, what are those cases? Tan theta is less than mu s or tan theta is equal to mu s. But when theta is greater than theta maximum, it readily slides down and the force of friction will be upward, and here so in this case that happens. So if you want to park a vehicle, then tan theta must be either less than mu s or equal to mu s. So the same thing is I have written here. Therefore equation for optimum speed tells that for v less than v naught, frictional force will be upward and a car can be parked only if tan theta either less than mu s or equal to mu s. That's all. Now let us do some problems. See the solved example 5.10. A cyclist speeding at 18 kilometers per hour on a level road takes a sharp circular turn of radius 3 meters without reducing the speed. The coefficient of static friction between the tires and the road is 0.1. Will the cyclist slip while taking the turn? Let us see. First, let us note the data. Speed. (18 kilometers per hour). Radius 3 meters. Coefficient of static friction 0.1. So now let us see. Here let us convert this velocity into meter per second. By multiplying this by 5 by 18, we get the value in meter per second. So this is 5 meter per second. Now see the speed limit. V maximum. So we see here, this is not a banked road, level road, it is given here. A cyclist speeding at 18 on a level road. So for level road is mu s rg under root. So let us substitute the values. 0.13 into 9.8 g value. We get here 1.715 meter per second. So this is the speed limit, but cyclist speed, how much? 5 meter per second. His speed is greater than V maximum. Therefore, he will slip. Hence, he will get slipped on turn. Next, 5.11. A circular race track of radius 300 meter is banked at an angle 15 degrees. If the coefficient of friction between the wheels of a race car and the road is 0.2, what is the optimum speed of the race car to avoid wear and tear on its tires, and maximum permissible speed to avoid slipping? So here first let us note the data: radius, angle and mu s value given. Radius 300 meters, angle 15 degrees, static friction 0.2. First we are asked to find optimum speed. Optimum speed is denoted by VO, and that is equal to under root RG tan theta. 300 into 9 point into, see here, if theta is equal to 15 degrees, tan theta or tan 15 is equal to 0.27. Therefore, substituting the values, we get 28.1 meter per second. Next, maximum permissible speed is asked, V maximum is asked. Further, the formula is Rg into mu s plus tan theta by 1 minus mu s tan theta. So substituting the values. 300 into 9.8, mu s value 0.2 plus 0.27 by 1 minus 0.2 into 0.27, we get 38.1 meter per second, and this is another answer. See, on page number 118, these are the additional problems. 5.30, an aircraft executes a horizontal loop at a speed of 720 km per hour with its wings banked at 15 degrees. What is the radius of the loop? See here, the aircraft is making loops in the air. It is not making loops on the runway. When aircraft is moving on runway, there will be static friction between its tires and road. But now this is in air, so there is no static friction. Mu s is 0. So now you got idea which formula must be used. Next, a train runs along an unbanked circular track of radius 30 meters at a speed of 54 kilometers per hour. See, unbanked means just like level road. So R value given, speed, you convert this into meter per second, velocity given. So the mass of the train is 10 power 6 kg. See, for level road means the formula we got is this one, V maximum is equal to mu s or g. Radius is given, g value we know, mu s value, see here, mu s value. The mass of the train is 10 power 6 kg. What provides the centripetal force required for this purpose? The engine or the rails? See, the wheels are in touch with the rails. Therefore, the rails only provide the centripetal force, because the static friction will be between its wheels and rails. So this, what is the angle of banking required to prevent wearing out of the rail? So here, angle of banking is asked, but at the same time wearing out of the rail should be prevented. So for that purpose we go for optimum speed. So you got some idea to do this problem also. So these two are given as assignment, these two are given as homework for you. Our next topic is 5.11, solving problems in mechanics. See, actually this article is on applications of the laws of motion. So here let us solve one solved example. Let us see this. A solved example 5.12. See figure 5.14. A wooden block of mass 2 kg rests on a soft horizontal floor. When an iron cylinder of mass 25 kg is placed on the top of the block, the floor yields steadily and the block and the cylinder together go down with acceleration of 0.1 meter per second square. What is the action of the block on the floor before and after the floor yields? Take g is equal to 10 meter per second square. Identify the action reaction pairs in the problem. Okay, now let us draw a diagram. So here let us demark this into two cases. Here before floor yields, here after floor yields, like this. Let us take. So on the floor, on the soft floor, this is a soft floor. If you exert more force, it just moves down. On this a 2 kg mass is kept. A 2 kg wooden block. It is at rest on this. Before this is at rest on this. See, gravitational force, normal reaction. Let us draw its free body diagram. Free body diagram. Now since this is at rest, N is equal to mg. Its mass is 2 kg, G value 10, 20 newtons. 20 newtons. See, this is action. This is reaction. See, actually what is asked? What is the action of the block on the floor? So this is asked. So whether action is asked or reaction asked. Since this is at rest, both are equal in magnitude and opposite in direction. Of course, here we have to, since magnitudes are equal, now we have to mention the direction. Here the action is action of the block on the floor is downward. So the answer is 20 newtons downwards. Now, after floor yields, when the floor yields, when you put a cylinder of large, see here first on this wooden block is there, 2 kg wooden block is there. On this we are keeping 25 kg cylinder. So what is the total weight? 25 kg plus 2 kg, 27 kg. Here instead of m, let us write m dash, and this m dash is 27 kg. Gravitational force m dash g, normal reaction n dash. But now it is not at rest. It is moving down with acceleration 0.1 meter per second square. It is moving down means net force on the m dash mass is not 0. Upward force is, since it is moving down means upward force is less, downward force is more. So net force downward. So in the moving direction the force is taken as positive and opposite force is taken as negative. So this is the net force, and according to Newton's second law, F net is equal to, see here, let me write m dash. Newton's second law, F is equal to ma. So F net is equal to m dash a. Okay, in this problem, what is asked? In this problem also, action of the block on the floor is asked. action of the block on the floor. So that is m dash g, or m dash g is equal to m dash a plus n dash. Sorry. Let us make n dash subject. Bring this minus n dash left side. N dash is equal to m dash. Take this to right hand side. Taking m dash common. M dash is 27 kg. G value 10. This is 0.1. So we get here so this is equal to 267.3 Newton. So the answer is 267.3 Newtons downward. So in this way we do the problem. Now let us do the 8th problem here. A fixed pulley, see this one, with 4 kg attached on one. Let us take this diagram. What is asked here? If the system is released from rest, find the common acceleration. Okay, let us take the diagram first. So this is P8, and here this is the pulley. This side the mass is 4 kg and tension is, the string is T2. Here 3 kg, here another 3 kg, here the tension is T1. Now let us take free body diagrams. Now we have taken the diagram. See, near pulley, this side and this side, the tension will be same. The tension will be same. And now say this A mass, this is B mass, this is C mass. So let us take the, now let us write free body diagrams. Let us have free body diagrams of blocks A, B and C. See here, when the blocks are kept like this and they are connected by the string and kept over the pulley, see they are moving with common acceleration. See, this side 4 kg, this side 3 plus 3 6 kg. So this side gravitational pull downward is more. Therefore this side they will move down with certain acceleration, and this side with same acceleration the block moves upward. Okay, now let us draw free body diagrams of A, B and C blocks. See, for here let us take A block. On A block upward T2 force is working, and downward gravitational pull. Gravitational pull means mg. Mg means 4 kg, 4g. Similarly, let us take B block. On B block upward is T2. See here, this tension actually gravitational pull tries to stretch the string, whereas tension tries to oppose that. See, between B block and C block, a string of some length is there. This tension opposes the stretching of the string. To oppose the stretching, the T1 tension must work in this like this. Like this it must work. Then it opposes the stretching. Okay. So both are T1 only. According to Newton's third law, force on this block is, if upward, force on this block will be downward, like that. That is according to Newton's third law. Now for B block, see here T1 is there, and its gravitational pull on the B block, gravitational force will be, it is 3 kg. So mg means 3g. Let us take C block. On C block upward is tension T1, and downward will be the gravitational force 3g. And here upward is the acceleration A, and on B block and C block the acceleration is downward. The acceleration is downward. Now let us write equations for A. For A, see, since this is moving upward, we take upward force as positive. Automatically downward force becomes negative. So the net force upward is T2, downward is minus 4g. See, net, according to Newton's second law, F is equal to ma. Its mass is 4 kg. This is kgs. 4. So 4 in 4a is equal to T2 minus 4g. This is first equation. Next, for B. See here the B block is moving downward. Net force downward. So downward is taken as positive. So in the downward two forces are there. T1 plus 3g. T1 plus 3g. And upward is T2. So that is minus. F net means ma. Ma means its mass is B mass is 3 kg. So see, F net means ma, no. This is ma. Its mass is 3 kg. 3a is equal to second equation. For block C. For block C, it is also moving down, therefore net force downward. 3g. You see, net force downward, F net is equal to 3g minus, see, it is moving downward, therefore downward force must is positive, this becomes negative. So 3g minus T1. And F net means MA. According to Newton's second law, net force is equal to MA, and the mass is here 3 kg, so 3A. So in this way we got 3 equations. Let us solve the 3 equations. From third equation, T1 is equal to 3g minus 3. Substitute this in second equation. 3a is equal to, in place of T1 you substitute this, minus 3 when comes here, plus 3a, 3a plus 3a 6a is equal to 3g plus 3 6g minus T2. So this is fourth equation. Now adding first and fourth gives here 4a, here 6a, 10a, here plus T2, here minus T2 cancels, here minus 4g, here plus 6g, 2g. That is 2 into 10. A is equal to 2 meter per second square. Now let us consider a problem from additional problems 5.13. A man of mass 70 kg stands on a weighing scale in a lift which is moving upward with uniform speed, downward with uniform acceleration, upward with uniform. In this way, in several cases, his reading on weighing scale is asked. So this is a problem related to lift. So let us consider this. This is from additional problem 5.13. This is a lift problem. See here, suppose you are standing on a weighing machine. You are standing on a weighing machine and the weighing machine is on the lift. Suppose you are at rest. The lift is at rest. Suppose the lift is at rest. So your gravitational force is mg and a normal reaction n. Your weighing scale always measures the normal reaction. So here n is equal to mg. His weight, see, is so here first case. What is the first case? Upward with uniform speed of 10 meter per second. So it is moving upward. It is moving upward with uniform speed. Velocity constant means acceleration 0, velocity is neither increasing nor decreasing, it is constant. Velocity constant means acceleration is 0. If acceleration is 0, then in vertical direction there is no acceleration, means sum of upward forces is equal to sum of downward forces. So N is equal to mg. So N is equal to mass of the man is 70 kg into g value, if you choose 10, 700 newtons. So this much will be read on the weighing scale. Next, B. In the B, what is asked? The lift is coming downward with uniform acceleration. See here, the person is standing on the lift, and here weighing scale is there, and the lift is coming down with uniform acceleration. With some acceleration it is coming down. What is that? 5 meter per second. Okay. His gravitational force is mg. Normal reaction is n. Here, since he is coming down, net force downward is equal to mg minus n. F net is equal to ma. Now what is asked? His reading on weighing scale is asked. That is nothing but n. So n is equal to, you take that side, mg minus ma, take m common, g minus a, his mass is 70 kg, g value 10, a value 5, so that you get 350 newtons. Now let us go for next problem. Upwards with uniform acceleration 5 meter per second. See, that person is standing on the lift, and under his feet weighing machine is there. This is gravitational force. Upward is normal reaction, and this time the lift is moving upward with uniform acceleration. So since it is moving upward, let us take net force upward. So upward force positive, downward force negative. So here F net means ma, and n minus mg, or n is equal to, take this mg this side, mg plus ma, g plus a, 70, 10 plus 5, 15 into 7 newtons. Now D1. What is this one? What would be the reading if the lift mechanism failed and it hurtled down freely under gravity? So freely falling. So when it is freely falling, for a freely falling body, A is equal to minus G. So now it is coming down, therefore let us choose this equation. N is equal to mg, m bracket, G minus A. So here the lift was broken and it is coming down freely. If it is coming down freely, so any object, any freely falling body comes down with acceleration due to gravity, that is A is equal to Z. So here let us substitute this. A is equal to G. So you get 0. So when it is freely falling, if you look at your weighing machine, that will show 0 reading. So in this way we have solved the problem.